What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the Mid-Level Media channel, your hub for everything physical media and entertainment. My name is Ken, and I am here today to share with you my Criterion wish list for the month of November. The Barnes & Noble 50% off Criterion sale is upon us, and I am super excited because I actually sat out the sale in July. I made a whole video about it. Well, I am not setting out this sale in November. I got a list, guys. I've got a list of 10 titles, 10 Blu-ray and 4K titles that I wish to pick up in the month of November, and I'm going to share them with you here today. But before we get into it, guys, I need you to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. If you're into Blu-rays and 4Ks and talking physical media Criterion titles, I imagine you enjoy the occasional Criterion. If you're here right now watching this video, then definitely hit the subscribe button. Also, be sure to hit the like button and comment down below, guys. What is your list? What is your wish list for the month of November? What Criterion titles are you looking to pick up? Let me know in that comment section below. And then also let me know what you think of my list. Am I making a mistake? Should I pick up something else? I will take recommendations down below, but I really want to follow the list that I am actually making, and I am actually presenting here to you guys today. So hold me accountable to this list as well. So yeah, let's get right into it, guys. Did I go over everything? Subscribe, like, comment. I like to make sure I cover all the bases. Hit the bell notifications as well. Well, first off, I guess I should go ahead and talk about the two titles that are coming out in the month of November, because I did include those. So Malcolm X on 4K and Wally on 4K are both coming out in November, and I will absolutely be picking both of those up for, I believe they should be around $25 with the Criterion sale price. So I'm really looking forward to both of those. I don't love Wally, but I'm really just trying to support Disney licensing their stuff out to other boutique labels like Criterion. So I'm hoping if we all support Wally coming to 4K from the Criterion collection, then we'll see more Disney titles pop up, not just in Criterion, but maybe Shout Factory, maybe Kino Lorber, maybe possibly Arrow Video. The possibilities are endless. So I really just want to support Wally on 4K, even though I don't, really love the movie. I think I only have a DVD of Wally too, so this is going to be an absolute upgrade for me. And Malcolm X, I'm super excited for. That movie's going to look stunning in 4K. So that's the two new titles that are coming out this month that I'm going to pick up. So the other 8 on my list are all past titles. So I'm picking all these up for different reasons. Like some of these came out recently and I just skipped them over because I was waiting for the sale, and some of these are just, I've just been wanting for the longest time. And some of them I was just kind of looking through and I was like, I kind of want this one. This one looks interesting. So let's get right into it, starting with Parasite. So this is a Bong Joon-ho film that came out in 2019. We all know Parasite. We all love Parasite. This movie won Best Picture. It's one that I've been wanting to get for the longest time. It's a nice like digipack release. I love the cover on this one. I just love the layout of this set. For whatever reason, though, I always just skip this one over. Like every single sale, I just always find other stuff to get instead of this one, because I already own this movie on Blu-ray. I own it on 4K, and then they came out with the Criterion. I was like, I don't need the Criterion. I get too many copies of this movie, but this does have the black and white version of the movie, which is one selling point to get in it. And also, I believe it's got some new special features as well. So I love Parasite. I need to go ahead and bite the bullet and pick up this set. I love the little digipack release, so it's going to look awesome in the collection. And maybe I'll just go ahead and sell off my Blu-ray. No, I probably won't sell the 4K. I'll go ahead and keep the 4K because this is still just a Blu-ray, even though I have heard that the Blu-ray from Criterion is still pretty good, the Parasite version. So yeah, but Parasite is one that I absolutely need to get and own in the collection for sure. The next one that I'm going to mention is one that I've been after for the longest time. I've had the worst luck trying to pick up this Criterion. I feel like for the past like 2 or 3 sales, ever since I saw this movie, I've been wanting to get this Criterion release, and I failed. But Blood Simple, which is a Coen Brothers movie from 1984. I actually watched this movie for the first time on HBO Max, I believe, back in 2020 or maybe early 2021. I fell in love with this movie. I absolutely love it. It's probably a top 3 Coen Brothers film. If you had not seen it, I highly recommend this movie. But I do not own it in the collection because I've been wanting to pick up this Criterion release for the longest time. So I think it was one of the flash sales, or maybe it was the last like November sale last year. But I feel like I've tried to pick this one up a couple of times and it keeps selling out. on the website. And I was actually in store one time and I saw it and I was gonna grab it, but then I decided to get something else instead. And I was like, Blood Simple will always be there. And then I went back and it wasn't there. So I like had it in my hand at one point. So I don't know what the deal is with Blood Simple, but hopefully they've got copies when this sale goes live, because I absolutely need to have this one in the collection. Like I said, if you have not seen Blood Simple, it's an absolutely fantastic film by the Coen brothers, starring Frances McDormand as well. Absolutely love this movie. Fantastic movie, so I cannot wait to add that one to the collection. I also want to get Buck and the Preacher. So this is a Western starring and I believe directed by Sidney Poitier. And this one came out back in August, and this is one that I was like, I'm gonna hold off on this and I'm gonna pick this one up in the Criterion sale. So yeah, Buck and the Preacher. This one actually like had a poster up on the movie, in the movie Nope, directed by Jordan Peele. So I thought that was kind of interesting as well, how I believe the movie came out and had the poster on the wall and then the Criterion was announced. It was kind of like a, I don't know if that was a coincidence or not, if Jordan Peele's like a Criterion fan and he knew it was coming. I have no idea, but Buck and the Preacher, I am really looking forward to picking that one up. I've heard good things about that movie. Blowout on 4K is one that I skipped over when it came out. I believe that one came out in September, but that's a movie directed by Brian De Palma. I've just been loving everything I've been seeing from Brian De Palma lately. I feel like I've been diving more into his filmography, just really enjoying all the stuff that I'm seeing from him. I still need to get Dressed to Kill on 4K from Kino Lorber. That's one I still need to pick up. But Blowout on 4K, starring John Travolta. I've heard from a lot of people that's John Travolta's like best performance. So really looking forward to picking up Blowout on 4K. Also the Blob from 1950? It's the 50s Blob, but I think it's 1958. But everybody's been talking about this movie. I feel like I always hype up the 80s version. I love the 80s version directed by Chuck Russell. That's like one of my favorite horror movies. Everybody's like, you need to see the 50s Blob. It's so much better than the 80s one. And I feel like I've always heard the 80s one is better than the classic one, but there's like a surge of classic fans coming out, I feel like recently. But yeah, the Blob is one that I do want to own in the collection. I do want to check out because I've heard really great things about it. So I'm definitely going to be looking to add that one to my Criterion collection this November. Also, Stalker, I want to go ahead and add to the collection. I've got one Tchaikovsky film. I think it's Solaris. And I wanted to get Stalker because I feel like I've heard better things about Stalker. But I couldn't find it in the Barnes & Noble store. I could only find Solaris. Is it Solaris? Solaris? I'm sure I'm pronouncing it wrong, but I'm going to say Solaris. Solaris. I can't speak, guys, half the time. You guys know this. But Stalker, I'm going to go ahead and pick this one up, and I'll have two Tchaikovsky films in the collection so I can check those out at some point. I do want to check, I just want to dive deeper into like certain directors' filmographies. So I almost like want to like stock up on certain directors. Even if I haven't seen anything from them, I want to go ahead and like stock up on them. So like any given month, I can be like, okay, I'm going to focus on Tchaikovsky this month, even though I have like no initial plans to do anything like that. Like in my mind, that's where I want to be someday as far as like my film watching. So I want to stock up on certain directors, and Andrei Tarkovsky is definitely one of those directors. I'm looking to add Stalker to the collection this November. Also, My Dinner with Andre, and this is one that I was just kind of scrolling through Criterion for ideas, their website. I was just going down the list and I saw this, and I've heard about this movie before. Apparently it like takes place at like a dinner table, and the whole movie's like in one location at a restaurant. It's just like a conversation between two guys. I know Wallace Shaw's in the movie, and I love Wallace Shaw. So that movie just sounds really interesting to me because I love movies that are shot in like one location that feel like stage plays. I'm just really into like those kind of movies. So I feel like I'll really enjoy this one. And also the cover art on this one is pretty damn cool as well. It's got like utensils and plates and all that cool stuff. So My Dinner with Andre wasn't one that I was necessarily planning on getting, but like I said, I was just scrolling through all the titles. I was like, I recognize this movie. I've recognized people saying some good things about it, and just looked at it. It seemed like a movie I would enjoy. So I definitely want to grab this one. I'm trying to go outside the box a little bit, not just grab all the notable titles that everybody else is grabbing, but just kind of go off the beaten path a little bit. I'm sure many of you have picked up My Dinner with Andre. You've got good things to say about it, so let me know in that comment section below. The last one that I'm going to pick is another random one that I found. This is my number 10. I've already gone through 9, guys. I've gone through these pretty quickly, but this is my number 10 that I'm going to pick up, and I do plan to grab all of these this month. If I can't find one, if one's sold out, then I'll just get, you know, the 9. I won't replace that with anything else, but I plan on getting these 10 that I am setting right here today in front of you guys and saying I'm going to get it. This is my pledge to do. I'm picking up these 10 Criterions, but the last one that I want to pick up this month for the month of November is the Fugitive kind. So this is a film directed by Sidney Lumet and starring Marlon Brando. So the premise of this film sounds super interesting, and I just want, like I said, I want more Marlon Brando in the collection, and I also want more Sidney Lumet in the collection as well. That's a filmmaker I haven't dove as much into as I would have liked to. But I did watch Network like a couple of years ago. I did enjoy that movie. Also, Dog Day Afternoon was absolutely phenomenal. I freaking love that movie. I wish that movie would get a 4K like Yesterday, starring Al Pacino. But The Fugitive kind, I don't know, it just seems super interesting. And like I said, I just want more of this particular director's work in my collection. So that is my list, guys. Tell me what you think about it in the comment section below. I feel like it was kind of all over the place, but I just wanted to go ahead and get this out there to you guys and let you know what I plan on picking up in the month of November. But I appreciate you guys for watching. Please let me know in that comment section below what Criterion titles you plan on picking up for the month of November in the Barnes & Noble 50% off Criterion sale. I don't exactly know when this sale starts. I'm assuming that it's probably going to start this Friday, November the 4th. It usually starts on a Friday at the beginning of the month, but maybe it starts on November the 1st. Maybe it starts when I put this video out, November the 2nd, November the 3rd. I don't know. I'd say it's a pretty safe bet it's going to be at least November the 4th when this sale starts, but I'll try to keep everybody updated in my community tab on YouTube. Also, my stories on Instagram and Twitter is where I usually try to update everybody on these sales. So appreciate you guys watching. Please like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Turn on those bell notifications and follow me on all my social media accounts. Those links are down below in the description, and we'll see you next time.